Good morning, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of Spooky Albums for Halloween season. Day 18. We are more than halfway through the month as we march up to the 31st, which of course is All Hallows Eve, otherwise known as Halloween. We've got 31 albums for you this month, crossing the genres of heavy metal, progressive rock, electronic, hard rock, classic rock. As long as, maybe the lyrical themes have something to do with spooky, horrific things, horror movies, horror literature, the occult, that sort of thing. Maybe the music is really eerie and creepy. Maybe it's got this kind of like folksy, like paganistic element going on or what have you, right? That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. Maybe the album artwork totally fits the Halloween season. Ghouls and goblins and monsters and vampires and all that sort of thing. Whatever it might be. Pulling stuff out of my catalog, giving you recommendations. Hopefully some of this stuff maybe you haven't heard might prove to be a good soundtrack for your Halloween season this year. Most of these might be classics that you're well aware of for some, whatever it might be. Today, had to talk about this band. We've actually covered and discussed an album from the lead singer a little bit ago, earlier in the month. Can't forget his big band that he started with, released September 7th, 1984, for the Roadrunner label. Could have picked really any of their albums, and more specifically, either of the first two. I decided today to go with their second album, which I remember when I actually bought their second album first. And this one here that I'm going to talk about today. And I remember being pretty unnerved by it because it's a pretty freaky album. And, unlike anything I had heard in metal before, I'm talking about Don't Break the Oath by Mercyful Fate with, that guy singing, King Diamond. All right, King Diamond, not for everybody. I know that he's got tons of fans. You either love his voice or you don't. He does the ridiculously shrieking falsetto thing, and then he does this kind of weird, kind of ghoulish, like mid-low range type of thing, and he goes back and forth. But, this is, like I said, the second album. Could have picked Melissa, too. I tend to talk about Melissa a lot, which is why I decided to go with this one. Either of them are equally creepy, spooky, classic heavy metal albums that are steeped in traditional metal themes, as well as some classic prog rock stuff. But again, you've got these really demonic lyrical themes. You got a Dangerous Meeting, you got Nightmare, Desecration of Souls in their holy just great stuff. Night of the Unborn. We know what that's all about, right? The Oath, Gypsy, Welcome, Princess of Hell, To One Far Away. Of course, their classic Come, Come, To the Sabbath. All right, it's a classic. Whether you call it extreme metal or not, I don't know. I guess at the time we didn't really have extreme metal, so Mercyful Fate is often looked at as one of the originators of extreme metal. There's some themes and things going on these early albums that a lot of the black metal bands from Norway would start to take into their own to create something called, like I said, black metal. But I don't really, when I listen to Mercyful Fate, I really don't think I'm listening to a black metal band, because there's just so much the music. There's all traditional metal themes, right? And it's more of the lyrical content and the way King screams and sings that are, maybe you could call like the origins of black metal. But the twin guitars. First of all, you got King Diamond on vocals, a little bit of keyboards, Hank Sherman and Michael Denner on guitars. Man, two of the best ever in heavy metal, and one of the great dual guitar duos of all time. You got Tim Hansen on bass and Kim Russ on drums. Fantastic album, and it's chilling because, again, you hear King Diamond kind of weave these horrific tales, these demonic and satanic tales, right? That's what their lyrics were all about back in the day. All this occult stuff. It's quite chilling. It's like Hammer horror from the 70s gone completely batshit crazy, right? This is a classic. Don't Break the Oath, the ominous album cover. You got King there, and of course, it's Halloween, right? So we had to cover both King solo and Mercyful Fate this month. Can't have Halloween without them. So thanks for watching, everybody. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. Hold on one second. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Thanks for watching each and every day this month. We've got more coming up every morning, so stay tuned for more of this stuff. Spooky albums for Halloween season. In addition, we got some scatter programming on the channel this week while I'm away, so but stay tuned starting on Sunday. We've got album homework assignment that'll kickstart our week, and then we're back to the Hudson Valley Squares, In the Prague Seed, What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, The Monsters Den, Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff, and so on and so forth. So we got lots of album rankings coming up too. Lots of cool like power and progressive metal bands. Vanden Plas is coming up, and a bunch of other acts too that we're talking about here. So Pagan's Mind. Lots of other cool stuff, so stay tuned for that and more. We're actually also, Simon Bray and Stephen Reed and myself are going to be ranking our 10 favorite Status Quo albums. Also, that's coming up in very early November, the first week in November. And then I think we might also try to squeeze in our least favorite, or at least those two guys, their least favorite Status Quo albums, because Status Quo has like a million of them, so a million albums, I should say. Some great, some not so great. So yeah, so that's all this stuff is coming up in the weeks ahead. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. If you want to make a channel donation, the link to our Ko-Fi page is below, as well as our merch page. We can get all sorts of Sea of Tranquility stuff, and seatranquility.org, our webzine that has been on the internet now for 20 years. Thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one. See you real soon. Bye-bye.